In this video, I'm going to show you how to get high quality, low cost leads for your law firm. Now, this really is a very simple concept that most lawyers don't understand. And once you understand this concept, then it's going to make your life a lot easier and it's going to make your law firm a lot more profitable. So let's dive into this. Now, I want to show you real quick, before we get started, I want to show you the consumer journey, right? There's really 4 stages that most lawyers don't consider when they're trying to grow their law firm. There's 4 stages of the journey. The first stage is unaware or no problem. Now, what does this mean? This is like, people that aren't aware they have a problem. So maybe you're an estate planning attorney and your ideal clients don't really know that they need an estate plan. Maybe you're a family law attorney and they don't realize that their spouse is cheating on them. I don't know what it is, right? Or they don't have a problem yet. Maybe you're a DUI attorney, but they haven't actually gotten arrested for DUI. Maybe you're a personal injury attorney, but the person that is your ideal client has not yet gotten into a car accident or not yet gotten injured, right? So unaware or no problem. Now, the next part of the journey is once they have a problem and they become aware of the problem, that is when they start their research. This is where they start entering those research type phrases into Google, and they start really kind of deep diving and just kind of doing some research, not even about hiring an attorney, but just about the situation. So for example, if you're a car accident lawyer, maybe they're doing research on how to cure back pain, or should I go to the hospital, or how do I get my car fixed? Like all these different research terms and research topics that they're looking at, right? The next part is vendor selection. Now, this is after the research has been done. They've done the research, and now they decide, okay, I need to hire a lawyer, right? I'm going to hire a lawyer. I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to type in personal injury lawyer. I'm going to type in divorce lawyer. I'm going to type in real estate attorney, whatever type of law you practice, right? And then once that phase is finished, then we go into the hire section. Now, here's the problem. Most lawyers, most of the people that are watching this video, and most of the people that are marketing people for lawyers, what they do is they try to get clients at this section right here, at the vendor selection, right? They try to go in here and they say, okay, we're going to target people that are at the vendor selection level. It makes sense, right? They're the ones that are looking for a vendor, except for the fact that this area is ungodly expensive. How much does it cost for a PPC, for a PPC ad, for a pay-per-click ad, right? So if you're a family law attorney or a criminal defense attorney, you may pay upwards of $50 to $75 per click. If you're a car accident lawyer, medical malpractice, and things like that, you may be paying $100 plus per click in this area. Why? It's because people are searching personal injury attorney near me. They're searching construction accident lawyer near me. These are the people that are in the buying stage, right? Now, what they have found, which is really, really cool, and how this benefits you, is that if you can target people in the research stage, what is going to happen is you're going to attract people at a much lower cost per click. But Andy, they're not looking for attorneys at this stage. I know they're not, but let me tell you a statistic. This is something that's really interesting, right? Let's say you can figure out all the questions that people come into your office with before they actually, people come into your office, they're going to ask you questions. They have questions. They have a million things that are going through their head. They have a million problems, right? Everybody comes to you because they have problems. Nobody comes to you without problems. If they didn't have problems, they wouldn't hire a lawyer, right? So what if you could actually focus your attention on creating content and running ads and things in the research stage, right? Because most people are targeting this vendor selection stage, and that they're targeting it because it's so expensive, right? It's supply and demand. There's fewer people that are in this vendor selection stage, and there's more attorneys that are trying to get the cases in this vendor selection stage. So what happens? Prices go way up, right? Now, conversely, the research stage, this is really cheap because most attorneys aren't doing this, right? So if you create content that targets the research stage, then what ends up happening is it costs much, much, much less. I mean, we're talking pennies to get in front of people compared to hundreds of dollars to get in front of people at the vendor selection stage. Now, this gets better. I want to tell you some more things that you're really gonna that are really gonna interest you here, right? So now this is what's interesting, right? At any given time, only 3% is in the vendor selection stage. 3% of the people that need to hire you at any given time, only 3% of them are in the vendor selection stage. That means that 97% are in the research stage, right? So what's happening is when you're just targeting keywords like like personal injury lawyer and criminal defense lawyer and family lawyer and divorce lawyer and things like that, you're actually ignoring 97% of the market that needs an attorney and will eventually move to the vendor selection stage, but has not done so yet. Now, I want to tell you one other key fact and why this is such an important way for you to market yourself. They've done research. Forrester, I think, is the one that did the research. And what they found is, and I'm going to make this really big because this is really important. They have found that 95% of people prefer to hire the company that helped them do the research, right? So what that means is that if you can help people do research, if you can help 97% of the market do research, they have found that 95% of the people in the marketplace want to hire the company that helped them do the research, which allows you to completely bypass all of that ad spend right there. And because of the fact that you help them do the research, because you prove that you can help them by actually helping them, that what happens is they go from research to vendor selection with you, and then they go on and they hire you, right? This is the secret. This is the key to unlocking the highest quality leads at the lowest cost, right? So if you can do this, you will get tons and tons and tons of leads. You'll be able to turn away cases that you don't want to. How would you love to have a nightmare client walk in your office and be like, yeah, I don't want to work with that guy. See you later. I'm referred out. I don't want to work with that person. Like, that's what this does, right? But it's a shift. It's a shift in focusing on the research phase instead of the vendor selection phase.